tallest of 7 hills in Florida's capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend. This is the award-winning News 20 at 5 Live.
Could Florida ban texting while driving? George Zimmerman's attorney back in court, and the latest in collegiate sports. Good evening, I'm Bria Kelly. Delivery drivers could have it the hardest. According to a recent study done by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, ranks this service as the top 10 most deadly jobs. The car toppers could be a red flag for thieves.
Your armed robbery is first and foremost because they are assumed to have large amounts of money on them, whether they actually do or not. Most drivers are recommended to carry just a very minimal amount of money. However, people that are targeting them also always assume that they have large amounts of money.
According to Deputy Roberts, the car topper signals money. Most offenders tend to be between the ages of 9 and 16. Drivers become an easy target and are often victims of ambush robberies. In 2012, misdemeanor cases fell by 288 claims. Many businesses are now requiring workers to call back customers to make sure it's a real order. Police are suggesting businesses use video surveillance in vehicles and limit delivery times. George Zimmerman's attorney, Mark O'Mara, is looking forward to trial and is very confident that his client will be acquitted. O'Mara recently held a press conference after the hearing. He says he just wants to protect his client's civil immunity. All eyes seem to be on witness 8, who is the most significant factor in this case. George Zimmerman has been charged with the murder of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin, who was shot last February while walking home in his neighborhood from a local 7-Eleven. The Leon County Hazardous Waste Center will collect household waste and electronics from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Saturday through May.
We are still collecting only about 25% of the hazardous material that is generated within the county. So we're doing a good job, but there's space for more material to come to us.
When discarded, many household products can cause health risks.
Hazardous waste gets into the aquifer, and so in terms of keeping our and water tends to be more precious every year.
Residents may bring up to 50 pounds of hazardous waste, including electronics. The center is only collecting an estimate of 25% of local residential waste. For more information, call 850-606-1803. Just how dangerous is texting while driving? And could Florida soon ban drivers from texting while on the road? Reporter Airiayana Sullivan has more with the story.
We have all been guilty of texting while driving. Florida is one of 5 states that doesn't have this law. Senate Bill 52 will ban texting but will still allow drivers to use their phones for GPS and Bluetooth. Drivers like Jeremy Smith are a little concerned about the bill.
A lot of people use their phones for GPS while they drive, and I don't know how they differentiate how texting would be any more distracting than using your GPS.
Known as a secondary offense, meaning you would only get a ticket if you were pulled over for something else like speeding. According to a Tampa Bay Times poll, 71% of Florida voters are in favor of the ban. Co-introducer Senator Margulies would like to see the legislation passed.
The committee would have preferred to see it as a primary offense. But if you recall, a lot of people were that way when we started with seat belts.
If drivers are caught, they will be fined $30 for the first offense and $60 maximum. Talking on a handheld cell phone while driving is banned in 10 states, including New York and Oregon, and texting while driving is currently banned in 39 states.
In 2011, electronic distractions caused 145 deaths, according to state records. In October of this year, Florida could become the 40th state to ban texting while driving. Reporting for TV 20 at 5, I'm Airiayana Sullivan.
A Central Florida mother is accused of pulling a knife during a battle with bullies. Sheriff deputies say 2 teens were wounded in the violent attack. The altercation happened at the bus stop. Nora Silva is accused of stabbing 2 teen boys while jumping in a fight that involved her son.
I called the news last year, but they didn't want to hear it. I don't know which one it was. We tried. but nobody wanted to hear it. They didn't care. When whatever happened with her and that boy, nobody ever said, oh my God, I'm stabbed. He kept fighting. Everybody kept fighting.
Silva denies all accusations. She has been charged with 2 counts of child abuse. A knife was also found on Silva, and detectives say it was the knife used on the teens. Straight ahead, could the sequester impact your traveling? How will Chavez's death affect oil prices? And will the Senate approve background checks on new gun purchases? All that and more. Stay tuned.
Remember when imagination could take us anywhere? It still can. Destination Imagination is an extraordinary after-school activity that lets any child experience creativity, teamwork, and problem solving. Parents and teachers, start a Destination Imagination team and let your child begin the journey of a lifetime.
Florida A&M University students have explored international cultures while discovering what they can become.
From Hong Kong working as a camp counselor to the Dominican Republic for the Study Abroad program, I discovered my passion for international studies. As Miss FAMU, the university has prepared me to represent my institution in the global market.
Discover what you can become.
Descubrir lo que puede llegar a ser.
Yeah, what she said. For more information about our Study Abroad program, visit discoverfamu.com.
Welcome back. I'm Bria Kelly. After a hard fight in the Senate, John Brennan has been sworn in as the new head of the CIA. That battle included a nearly 13-hour filibuster of Brennan's nomination by Senator Rand Paul. Brennan is a former counterterrorism advisor to President Obama. Paul and other Republicans have questioned where he stands on the use of drones in the U.S. In Washington, the Senate Judiciary Committee approved bills to extend background checks on gun purchases. It is the first proposal of its kind to be pushed through the legislature since the Connecticut school shootings in December. Polls show public support for tougher gun laws has put pressure on Congress to act. Members voted 11-7 to send the proposal to the full Senate. Flyers could soon be seeing a decrease in security, and some New York residents may even reconsider taking that vacation.
Contact Tower 118.3.
Okay, cleared for the visual. We'll go to Tower. As always, it's been our pleasure.
That's the sound of Rochester's late-night air traffic control, communicating with incoming planes. By April 7th, that could end between the hours of 10 at night and 6 in the morning. It's sequestration's effect on Rochester's airport.
From our perspective, why would you reduce staffing that ensures safety? So, but we could manage it if we had to. That's an FAA decision. It's not an airport decision.
It's not a decision that some passengers are on board with.
I would feel less safe if there's no one there, you know, and I'm landing.
I think they shouldn't land if there's no traffic control or any.
The FAA says it has procedures in place so planes can land safely without staffed towers. But it would be up to the airlines.
It's not common, but it happens, and it happens safely every day.
The airline industry group Airlines for America says it's working with the FAA to develop contingency plans, and it's too early to tell if schedules.
There's the 9 o'clock United flight here that gets in at 11:34 and
will change.
I really hate to see the effect that it could have on us.
Travel agent Susan Keith says travelers will have fewer options if airlines change flight times.
These are all hub departures that we're getting coming into Rochester. So the hubs then, if they have to change those flights earlier, either our connections aren't going to work anymore or you have to leave quite a bit earlier than you would have otherwise.
The future of Venezuela is still uncertain after the death of Chavez. Venezuela is known for its abundance of oil. Chavez took profits from PDVSA, a national oil company, and used the money to provide food, homes, and cars to the poor, but failed to invest in Venezuela's failing infrastructure. Foreign investments in Venezuela has decreased over the years. Under Venezuelan law, elections will be called in 30 days. Many experts see this as an opportunity for change.
Venezuela in 2008 was producing 3.2 million barrels of oil per day. The most recent statistic that I have shows Venezuela producing 2.5 million. So that shows you the decrease over the past 4 or 5 years.
Up next, Florida State's women's basketball team is on a roll. Find out which NBA all-time great is getting married. Stay tuned. We will be back with more ahead.
Remember when imagination could take us anywhere? It still can. Destination Imagination is an extraordinary after-school activity that lets any child experience creativity, teamwork, and problem solving. Parents and teachers, start a Destination Imagination team and let your child begin the journey of a lifetime.
Florida State's women's basketball team dominated the Hurricanes 70-58. FSU is ranked number 23. Alexa DeLuzio scored 11 of her 19 points in the final 6 minutes. Chelsea Davis added 15 points, and Yashiri Delgado had 12. Chastity Clayton finished with 10 points for Florida State, and Morgan Storman added 12 rebounds for Miami. This is their first ACC tournament win since 2009. Alexa DeLuzio is excited about the team's win.
It was just poise. We're a veteran team, so the nerves don't bother us too much, so that's how we kept the lead.
And what does this win mean for your team in terms of the 5 seniors and the leadership that you've provided?
It means everything. We want to finish this year strong no matter what, and we haven't won the first game in a long time, so it was a good win for us.
Florida was defeated 57-61 by Kentucky. The Gators, who are 24-6, lost to the Wildcats, who are 21-10. Julius Mays hits 2 free throws just under 10 seconds left to put Kentucky ahead of Florida. The Gators will take on the Northwestern State Demons on Friday at the Frank Irwin Special Events Center in Austin. For 13-year-old Tess Mountain, meeting NBA star Dwayne Wade is a dream come true. Tess's 3 sisters and brother used social media to create a buzz about Tess meeting D. Wade.
Last Thursday, she set up a Facebook group, and people just shared it and liked it, and it just kind of caught on, and people just kind of helped us out.
The NBA star inspired the 13-year-old to play basketball. Tess has a rare genetic disorder that affects the heart and skin. Tess got to watch her favorite player in action. Tess's mom is still taken back by the kindness of others.
So she watches him, and he inspired her to play basketball, so she's playing basketball for the Special Olympics now.
Michael Jordan's plans to get hitched are apparently all but a slam dunk. Jordan and his fiancée Yvette Perito filed for a marriage license in Palm Beach County this week. He split from his first wife back in 2006. The couple has been engaged since December of 2011. This would be the NBA legend's second marriage. Madison Street, as you have never seen it before, students and alumni will have something exciting to look forward to on game day. That's straight ahead on FAMU TV 20 News. Stay tuned.
Florida A&M University students have explored international cultures while discovering what they can become.
From Hong Kong working as a camp counselor to the Dominican Republic for the Study Abroad program, I discovered my passion for international studies. As Miss FAMU, the university has prepared me to represent my institution in the global market.
Discover what you can become.
Descubrir lo que puede llegar a ser.
Yeah, what she said. For more information about our Study Abroad program, visit discoverfamu.com. Florida A&M University students have explored international cultures while discovering what they can become.
From Hong Kong working as a camp counselor to the Dominican Republic for the Study Abroad program, I discovered my passion for international studies. As Miss FAMU, the university has prepared me to represent my institution in the global market.
Discover what you can become.
Descubrir lo que puede llegar a ser.
Yeah, what she said. For more information about our Study Abroad program, visit discoverfamu.com.
A popular street in Tallahassee will be getting a major facelift. Students and alumni will be able to enjoy new restaurants, housing facilities, and swimming pool. The Madison Street project is scheduled to be completed by the start of the 2014 football season. Director of Management for the city, Karen Jamonaville, is excited about the project.
In Tallahassee, the university crowd has been separate from the business and the downtown working crowd. What this is doing is really urbanizing the university and creating entertainment venues where people from the university and business leaders and students can all get together in one place and work and play.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks for making TV 20 your first choice for news. I'm Bria Kelly, and remember to follow us at FAMUTVnews.com for all of your news updates. Good night.